Yo, what's up everybody? My name is Memelord, and today we're checking out this new Rec Room original, Make It to Midnight. As you can see, it's a beautiful circus with a bunch of carnival stuff, and it's basically like Dead by Daylight. There's a clown or a killer, and then there's 4 survivors, and they need to activate generators and then open the door and escape. It's pretty fun. And today in this video, since I already played and I don't have enough people to make a full-fledged video about randoms, I'm gonna just teach you some tips and tricks that I've learned for also Bonky and the survivor, so you can have a better advantage at winning and leveling up and whatnot. So let's get right into the video. Okay, I'm gonna be talking about strats for Bonky first. So the first thing you're gonna need to know is toilet stalls are your friends, and for survivors, they are not. And I'm gonna teach you guys why and tell you guys why. These are your friends, if you know what you're doing. So, as you can see, when you're playing as a survivor, you can hide inside one of these stalls, and if Bonky gets near and you open it, it'll fling him away. But if you're playing as Bonky and you get it at the right time and you open it, you can open the stall before they open it, and if you stand right in front of the stall, they can't move, especially if they're on screen mode. VR players might be able to glitch walk out of it, but if you're on screen mode, you can't glitch walk, obviously, and that means you're just stuck there and you lose. I've done it a lot of times. People lose their mind, get very angry and whatnot, so it's just an easy strat as Bonky. So if you're a survivor, never hide in one of these. You have better chances just trying to hide in a bush or anywhere else. I'm about to show you why and how it works. If they're hiding and you're trying to do it, just go like this and...
Yo, bro, let me move.
They can't get out. Just hit them twice and they're already caged. If they're already caged and they do it, then they're dead. So the next thing you could do for survivors and as Bonky is glitch walk. This is only a VR kind of thing, so screen modes, I'm really sorry, you can't do this. But if you're on VR, which most people are, this is a good thing you can try learning to do, which is glitch walking. Most of us already know, but as Bonky, you can't jump. You're not allowed to jump, you're not allowed to slide, you're not allowed to do anything, you're just running. And also one thing you should always know as a survivor is never ever jump when you're getting chased. You're just wasting unnecessary stamina, and you're gonna get hit, and you're gonna get caged, and yeah. So whenever you're getting chased, just try learning and maybe run around the map before you start the round and trying to learn how to glitch walk, and all you gotta do is just walk and go like that. And that's how you can get away. And if some kid tries running and jumps over it like this, and you're Bonky, and you don't want to spend your time walking around it like this, just run, turn around, and then you can continue chasing them. And and it saves you more time than you running around, and you'll probably not lose them after. So one thing you should always do is glitch walk. It's very important. Okay. The next thing you should know for Bonky is crouching. Whenever you're playing as Bonky, like I said before, you're very on disability. You can't jump, you can't slide, and you can crouch, but crouching is very slow. See, we can crouch very fast, but when you're playing as Bonky, there's a delay time. It's probably going to be showed on the screen, but one thing you got to learn is you can either crouch and slowly wait, which most likely someone will get away, but you could do what Toast just did and crouch in real life. If you're chasing someone, just get lower, and as you can see, it's way quicker than wasting your time like this. And now look how slow I am. The person, if you hit them, they're already gone, long gone, and you lost them. If you crouch down in real life, you can crouch down quicker, can still keep them on a chase, and you'll have a better chance of getting them again. Okay, the next thing I'm going to teach you guys for Bonky is always check inconvenient areas, because they're really convenient to the survivors. Whenever a survivor is not hiding in a bathroom stall, most of the time they're hiding in a bush or in a corner. And you gotta just make sure to always check corners or areas that are difficult to see, because most of the time that's where they're gonna try to hide. As you can see, if you're playing as Bonky and you're not paying attention, and you have name tags off, or the name tags are thinner because you're playing as Bonky, and you'll run across, and you'll look around and you won't see anyone, you'll continue walking like this. But he could literally just be crouched down in the corner like this, and they'll walk right past. So always make sure to check corners, maybe check in a place that's like a garbage bag, in bushes, but always make sure to check those places, because most of the time someone's going to try hiding. Alright, next I'm going to be talking about Bonky's abilities and his perks. So, as you can see here, the first ability you're ever going to get is Clown Radar, which is pretty useful actually. So if you're chasing someone, I would suggest, if you're trying to chase someone and you already found them, and you hit them. Then after, try using the radar, or just before you're about to hit them, use the radar so you can know where they're trying to run to. After you hit them, they'll run away, and you'll still know where they are, so you can get a chase on them. And then you'll use the radar again, so it'll continue chasing them, and you probably won't lose them, and then you can kill them. Then the other ability you're gonna get is called Silly Sneak, and that basically just makes it so no one will know where you are, because when you're bonky, there's a red light, and it'll give a little like red alert symbol on the survivor's head when bonky gets near, but it gets rid of all that when you use it. So I would suggest either when you're just about to like get someone and you know where they are, sneak, and then you can hit them, so you can like get around. And then also use it when they're about to escape. When they're about to escape, you use the sneak, and then you go around, or you can use a sneak when you're about to see someone and hide, and then use it to get them. And yeah, bounce, I don't have it yet, but I would suggest, I guess, for bounce is if you're you hit them, and when they're trying to get away, then use the bounce ability so you can get a good lead on them, and then you can continue chasing them. And that's all I would say for the abilities. We're going to be talking about the perks, and first we're going to be talking about swing and miss. I say use swing and miss because whenever you miss an attack as bonky, it slows you down for a little bit, and using this will lower the duration of that time, so you can get the lead on them again after you miss. So that's one of the abilities I would suggest. It's not completely necessary, but that's one of the good perks that I like using. So now we're going to be talking about the red catalog, because the yellow catalog doesn't have very many abilities that I would say are pretty beneficial for you. So I would say use Terrifying Presence. It's basically whenever you're chasing someone and they're inside that red area where their screen has a little caution thing like I said earlier, they won't like regain stamina very quick. And that gives you a better chance to chase them down after they lose their stamina, and then you can hit them. And that's what I'll say, it's pretty good, but I don't use it that much, but still I would say that's one you should use. The next one I would say is the butterfly effect. Is basically when you cage someone, all the like generators will go haywire, and they'll start like tweaking around, and it'll be glitched out until either someone messes up or someone fixes it. And it just gives you a chance to see where everyone else is while someone's also caged. The last one I would say for the red one is sabotage, and basically what it is if you hit the generator will glitch out like the butterfly effect, but you don't need to cage anyone. So you can glitch it out, and that gives you a chance. I would suggest using the butterfly effect more, because you cage one and then the rest of them are glitched out and everything, and it can delay the time for everyone else. But also sabotage works too. Alright, so for the last one I would say is for the purple, and what you should use is anti-up, because the rest of them I don't really like. And basically what anti-up does is every time you get an elimination, it reduces the cooldown for your like ability by 20%, which could be very good. So after you eliminate someone, then you can use your ability quicker for the other one. So if you're trying to sneak around, then you can sneak around quicker. If you're trying to use a radar, then you can use a radar quicker to find everyone else. If you're trying to bounce, then you can bounce more frequently than before. So anti-up is also a good one. Alright, so that's all the things I can say for bonky that I've learned. But now we're going to be going on to what you should do for a survivor, which is way more, I would say, than what you should do for bonky, because I just found out more. But also keep this in mind, most of the stuff is for VR players, because it just involves like glitch walking and stuff, but also some of the stuff doesn't. And if you want to keep it fair, you don't need to do any of these tactics. I would just say these tactics are if you're truly trying to win. But sometimes people get a little bit mad that you do this stuff, so it's not, none of this stuff is necessary. Just keep that in mind. Alright, let's talk about survivors. Alright, for the first thing I would say for survivors is clothing. As you can see right now, I'm wearing very bright and colorful clothing, this galaxy stuff, and I would say never ever wear this stuff, because you stand out like a rose in a daisy park. You have to wear dark blue or black, because any other colors and nothing that glows, because anything else, bonky can see you if you're just trying to navigate or you're trying to hide. You'll see the glow in the corner of his eye, and you'll get hit and you'll die. Okay, the second thing I'll be telling you guys is reviving. As you can see, Toast got unfortunately captured by bonky, and whenever you're playing as bonky, you can camp. There's no like thing that like stops you from camping and gives you a disadvantage. It just gives the other players a little bit of XP, so you can camp if you want until they die, but it kind of lets all the other players just escape and everything, so it's not recommended, but it's technically possible. So if you're trying to revive your friend and not get hit by bonky, is you can try finding a way to glitch walk over. if you go over here and you like glitch walk and you can force yourself and you can click over here and hold it down and revive without Bonky getting to you. Or it'll be at least more difficult for him to see you and also to get you. And then after, before you know it, the cage will unlock and Toast will be free to run around. Okay, this one's specifically for VR players, okay? You can't do it when you're on console because you can't glitch walk, and this involves glitch walking. So certain tents, like this one right here, you can glitch walk through, and there's nothing on the inside. There's no invisible collision or nothing, so you could just go in. If Bonky's chasing you, you're trying to heal a friend and everything, you just go like this. It might take a little bit, but boom, you're inside, and you can heal your friend, or you can hide in here and wait until Bonky runs away. And yeah. Okay, the next thing for survivors is also yet again VR, sorry, is the slide. The slide can be very, very good for a lot of reasons. Number one, it takes a while for Bonky to get up here. You can slide down the slide actually if you just, you know, slide. And then, or you can run down the stairs. It's a good maneuvering strat. But if Bonky is smart enough to like get you in a corner like this, you can actually glitch walk, if you get it right, over here and land on top of here. Bonky cannot get you at all anymore. It is impossible for Bonky to get you now. There's no shot because Bonky can jump, and you can even do you can jump up here and up here. And now it's impossible for Bonky to get you. And the next strategy you can do is blocking. I know that sounds weird, but if you block a person like this, you don't need to do it like this, but after you block someone, you don't unfriend them. So if they're your friend, you're not gonna unfriend them, but you can't see them. They're invisible. If you get close up to them, they're completely invisible. They don't exist. If you get a little bit farther away,
you get really close. I actually can't
but they're all like they're like a ghost. So if you block someone, it'll obviously be harder for Bonky to see you. And then as soon as the match is over, just click on his profile and he's unblocked. So that kind of gives you a little advantage on making it harder for Bonky to notice you.
I am Max. Go.
Talking about is called Escape Enchantment. Escape Enchantment, I would say, is one of the best perks you can ever put on. Basically what it does is whenever you activate one generator and you get caged, if you just honk the horn around once, twice, maybe 3 times, the cage will just open. No one needs to revive you, you just get freed and you're free to leave, but just remember if you get hit and Bonky camps you, you're dead and you're dead for good. So I would say wait until you know Bonky's gone and you can get your friends to keep on working on the generators and then you can just leave and you can help them out.
Okay, so we're on the orange catalog. I'm going to be talking about Brave Scout. So Brave Scout is whenever you're 10 meters from Bonky, it'll reveal his location to everybody in your team for 5 seconds only. But the bad part is it has a 60-second cooldown.
So the next one we're going to be talking about is Adrenaline Rush, and that's one of those key abilities or perks that I would say you should use. Other ones are good, but I would say this is one you should really try using. And basically what Adrenaline Rush does is whenever you get hit by Bonky/weakened, your stamina will recharge 50% faster than it usually should, which will give you a better advantage to recharge your stamina and get away from it. So I would say go ahead with Adrenaline Rush. So we're on the final catalog for perks for the latest survivors, which is the blue catalog, and I would suggest using Signal Boost because that's the one that I use all the time. So basically what Signal Boost does is whenever you fix a generator, it'll reveal where Bonky is for about 15 seconds, and you can just tell your teammates, Bonky's near this merry-go-round, or the big slide, or near the hayfield, or wherever. It gives you a chance to just see where he is. If it's your last generator, then you can see which exit he's closer to, and if he's going to the south one or the north one, or if he's just gonna camp it. It gives you a little bit of time to just know what to do, and also if you fix the generator, it tells you where he's gonna come from and how close he is to you. So I would suggest using Signal Boost. Final one, we're gonna be talking about powering up. And basically what powering up does is every single time you fix a generator, it's going to increase your stamina by 15%. And I would say that's really good, so that gives you a little more time to run faster for a little further, and it just gives you a little bit of that boost. It's not a crazy boost, but it just gives you that little bit that you need. So, yeah.
No, Max, look at the gift shop, bro. Like, there's so many options.
Yeah. Oh. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope these tips and tricks will help you out a lot with your make it to midnight journey so you can level up and get level 100 and get all those rewards like the ones you can see here. Also remember, don't buy a bunch of the desserts and the VR colas. Save up for the Ringmaster tour so the clown nose, the clown hat, the garbage bag, the tie, the hat, the beard, whatever. Just don't spend all of it on the food because then you're going to be left with none of the items and that's unfortunate. So like and subscribe and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.